God woken. Dallas told your divine well.
Surprise.
Lucian frowns at the figure, then...
I underestimate.
Respect.
Lucian's gay.
Lucian, we should tell.
Yes.
Dallas nods. They're a skull.
I am.
Surprise, surprise.
Fear not.
I shall tell long ago.
Of
Silent, our king.
With the source they stole
During the
our
seven,
when we are done.
my people.
There is...
I was but he did this because it was my. Ironically, the king's punishment is Fane. Yes. Fane.
What? Everything?
Everything. Our people. And did you even?
Dallas.
You.
Dallas has her reasons as you.
During the.
While Dallas.
One more.
I had to. As divine, I was created.
Indirect. To strengthen.
We turn blaming
The Eteran.
the void of false.
The plan is.
We have.
Decide.
There is no. We only lack yours.
As I said. Good.
The world.
We already.
Another.
Then let us show some.
Sealing the... Though if they...
Fane.
And you should...
You'll be.
the last time I...
But... No.
If you want my soul, you'll have to take it by force. Try, and it'll cost you your life.
feeling poorly, Dallas? I call on the God King.
How? What? You are unleashed!
Surprise! You let...
Kill him.
Do shut up, you tedious buffoon. And don't look so Brachus Rex.
Kill him. Now.
Too late, you mouldering, blight-stained pigs. You would interrupt. My ally sends me a pet. Ruling the world. Come to your Come to the Source King.
seems is done. I never possessed such mastery of Source. I can only hope your choice is wise and true, Godwoken. I have made mistakes, but wisdom and truth, these are still values I believe in and always did.
Dallas groans in pain.
I have failed. The future of all that is rests on your shoulders.
So here we are. The end of it all.
Ifan reaches out to hold your...
Nobody I'd rather see this whole thing through with. I trust you. I trust your judgment.
Ifan smiles and kisses you on...
Well then, let's do this.
Ifan keeps your hand held tight in his own as you strike...
Here we stand, once more on the cusp of divinity. All my life has been a lead-up to this. To be the King of Kings, God of Gods. I will not say it was in vain, but I will say it was vanity. If I were to chance upon my throne right now, I would sit down beside it, cast my glance to the horizon. I'd think of Sadher. I'd think of my children, their joyous dance through fiery skies. And of course, I'd think of you, of the adventures we had, of our unlikely, yet heartfelt, yes. I'd sit there, thoroughly contented, and wait for you to ascend the throne. I know.
A mischievous smile.
But I do have to add, likewise.
Well then, this is, as they say. I never dreamed that after all this, I would be standing here with one of your kind. Let alone that I would be proud to do. I cannot imagine someone I would trust more with divinity, including myself.
Fane lays a bony hand on your
Do you know?
You think back on your journey here, on all you have seen. You think of how the Eternals unleashed Void War. You think of what you could do with such power. Seeing it's time to make a choice. Where do you stand? After all that you have been through, or to sack what you do next, what shall you do with divinity?
And so it ended. A tale that began with my own ill-fated attempt to rid the world of the Godwoken. A new divine rose, a true heir to the Seven, more powerful than ever, and united Rivellon in its battle against the Void. All across the realm, she was loved, worshipped, and adored. Humans, lizards, elves, and dwarves all rallied to her banner. The great allegiance stood once more, But the war continued. From the depths of the void, the God King still sought to return. As for me, my last hope of ever being freed of the God King's terrible tyranny faded when the God Woken claimed divinity. An eternity of pain and suffering is mine. I cling now to the dream that one day the veil will be sealed, that one day I can be freed, that one day a new God Woken will rise.
Melody stands tall and proud, sunlight sparkling off her.
Well, here we are again. You, me, and the ship I've saved from ruin for your personal benefit. I'd say you owe me. Get an eyeful, Your Holiness. I expect it's the last we'll see of each other for some time.
She turns to you, arms crossed.
Look at you. Magnificent. Don't I know it? Let's hope it pays off.
She fingers the mask covering her face. For a moment, it seems as though she's about to remove it, but instead, she places a hand on your shoulder.
We've come a long way together. I did my best by you all the way. I sacrificed much. I'd give even more to see you become exactly what you've become. Soon, I'd like to have a little chat about something you can do for me. But I believe that can wait. Relax. Enjoy. I certainly plan to do the same. Oh, I don't know. Around and about. Treat myself to some mead, a level 300. I'd say we've earned it. And when the time comes, Your Holiness.
Well, well, look what the cat...
He smiles.
You've done us proud. You saved the world, didn't you? Perhaps. We all knew. I'm glad it was you. Home. After all, up there, I do so to sit all... But above all, I long... Oh, remember how when we first met, I took you by the jaw to inspect your teeth? A while, not a... Had you partake still, I'm not... What say you?
Taken quite by surprise, he staggers back, blood dripping down his nostrils.
I take that as a no, then. Fair enough. Use your words.
You're the new Divine. That's so cool. What's it like? Neat. I'll be... There's also...
He taps...
1,300,000 dozen and 50 gold pieces. Now pay up. Oh yeah? What's that?
Han ponders your...
Okay.
I've never been fond of what the Divine stands for, but I must say, it's rather exciting to say I've been up close and personal with one. Reform my ways? How adorable. No, I'm afraid I cannot escape.
Her eyes flick down to your mouth. She smiles coyly, then slinks forward to kiss you. Her mouth meets yours and avows
something to remember me by.
Ifan gives you an appraising glance, reflected in...
So, you're it. I truly hope you'll do better than Lucian. Be better. But you know, I've served the Divine before. That didn't work out so well. For me or...
He squeezes your hand.
I need to fix what my actions destroyed. I'm going to return to the forests where I grew up, where the death fog detonated. I'm going to...
Ifan pulls you into his arms and embraces you. His hands are shaking. His lips tremble.
Visit me sometime.
There's nothing interesting down there. There's nothing interesting down there. The future lies above.
Well, if it isn't the new Divine gracing me with her presence. How honored I am. That is the question, isn't it? How does one top the greatest feat of necromancy ever conceived? I might have the answer to... No, of course you... I intend to seek them out. This Gustafjan seems to guard portals to their realm. And once I've uncovered one, well... why settle for being the greatest mind in just one world? And there's another for the taking.
Tarquin's smirk will.
I didn't come all this way to show deference. Some friendly advice. All who rise are capable of falling. Gods, the Divine, anyone. Remember where you came from. The last thing this world needs is more tyrants.
Fane is reading a volume of... His eyes stay fixed on the book as you approach.
Yes, I see. It is rather annoying. You have my...
Fane looks up. His gaze...
Fascinating. The power of my people. The power of the Veiled. All in one delicate mortal shell. Who could have imagined?
The skeleton looked...
I can't help thinking that I could have saved them. That I could have done something. You could have saved them, but you didn't. You don't misunderstand. I made my choice. That doesn't mean I cannot mourn them, though. They deserve that much.
The skeleton hefts Hubert's dog-eared encyclopedia. It's weighed heavy in his hand.
I've been rereading this book, looking over your history once again, poring over every detail with a new perspective, and do you know what? It's shit.
Fane tosses the book over his shoulder. It flutters in the air as it sails over the ship's railing and disappears with...
If you have spent your life staring at a thing, you can write about it with knowledge. You can write about it with love. But it is almost impossible to write about it with wonder. You creatures have spent your lives trudging about this world, and you've grown blind to its miracles. Take otters, for example, or octopuses. Octopuses? Regardless, the world is filled with absolutely incredible sights. And who better to catalogue them with the awe they deserve than someone seeing them for the first time? Ah, finally.
Fane nods curtly and turns away. Note.
It gives me almost as much pleasure to speak to you as it does to be whole again. I will always be an ally to those that carry Source, to those whose blood is of the heroes of old. And so, as always, I am at the ready.
You look out to the endless, and with a start, you realize war raged on. Arx remained the center of power as the races united behind the Divine. But the Voidwoken attacks continued as they did elsewhere. Arx would see many more long years of war. The ancient empire of lizards became one of the pillars of the new Divine Alliance. The houses of war and of shadows were particularly useful in the fight against the God King. The empire used the war to expand its territory. With Justinia dead, the Dwarven Kingdom descended into chaos. But although they did not join the Divine Alliance, many joined the fight against the Void, and did their people great honor in battle and in death. With Lucian gone, the elves reluctantly rejoined the Divine Alliance. Their place in the war on the Void would entirely depend on the integrity of the new Divine. And here and there, across the world, what was left of the Black Ring fought on. The island of Fort Joy remained a sorcerer's paradise, a place of exile for those whose sorcery threatened to bring in the Void. For their well-being, its residents depended entirely on the benevolence of the new divine. Reaper's Coast struggled on. The farms and the fisheries fought to feed the people against the void-woken blight. The black pits took fire. The oil there burns still. Driftwood teetered on the edge of starvation until the night the Voidwoken came from the sea. All were killed. This did, however, put an end to the famine. The nameless isle had vanished. Although only open water remained, by instinct ships would steer clear. None of the captains could articulate why. Arcs battled on. Young Han grew up a warrior and became one of the Alliance's greatest generals. But even he could not win the war. Almira and Mihaili settled in an abandoned homestead. The locals liked and respected Almira. She never wanted for help, and deals always fell to her favor. Outsiders were often suspicious, but no local would speak against her. With a new divine at the helm, Malady had a powerful ally, but she was in no hurry to call in her favor. After all, it might be the last thing she ever did. Having performed the greatest act of necromancy in history, Tarquin found the new world unchallenging. He became obsessed with rumors of another plane of existence. One day he vanished and was never seen again. Ahu the wizard served the new divine with honor, wisdom, and an at times unnerving feline elegance. The undead priestess Gratiana remained in her sanctuary, happy to wait for the war to pass. She was troubled only by the silence of her goddess. Jehan the demon hunter never stopped hunting for demons. Sahala sought to strengthen the Elven alliance with the new divine. Her powers of sight proved useful in the ongoing war against the Void, but she could never be sure that the new divine trusted her. Tova, her mother, was Sahala's most trusted warrior. Fane traveled Rivellon, notebook in hand, recording the wonders he discovered. He kept a socket peeled for signs of the Eternals, hoping to find the wife he had lost. He's still looking. With a small band of elves, Ifan ben Medst replanted the lost forests. After the first fresh shoots broke the earth, Ifan returned to the war, leading the elves in service of the divine. Some say Afrit, his soul wolf, walks the forest still. On his return to the Empire, the Red Prince was hailed a hero. He married Sada, and they had many more dragons. Soon, the prince became the Emperor. Faced with dragons, the Void did not gain the upper hand in the Empire. And then there was you. You, Sabine, the Elven Divine. What did you do with your power? What kind of divine were you as the world battled on? Did you show mercy or strength? Did you sacrifice others as Lucian had done? Did you regret becoming divine? Did you wish you'd surrendered the power that runs through your veins and sealed the veil? Did you bring back the ancestor trees? Only you know the truth. Only you know if you atone for your sins.